Hey, how we doing, everybody? OPD here. It's another beautiful day in the Cheesy Moon workshop. Got a couple things we're going to cover in this video. First and foremost, you see the little white baggie here on the table. These are some knives from People's Pawn. That is the pawn shop where I bought this Smith Wesson Survival knife, and I only paid $20 for it. And I think I mentioned in the video that only giving the guy 20 bucks, even though I really didn't know what it was. I didn't really feel bad, but you know, I wanted to do something to kind of even the field a little bit. So I stopped in there today, and I came out and was honest with him that I feel that I did pretty well on that knife. So I wanted to kind of do something for him, and I offered to clean up some knives that he had in there that he's trying to sell, that he may be able to sell quicker, or get the price he's asking for these if they're a little more presentable. And there's 4 knives in here, and I'm not this one's, he had a label on it, and it's leftover glue. This is probably the best knife. I'll save that one for last. This one here, Boy Scout knife. I had to put my glasses on. Bear with me one second so I can read what that is. It's a very nice knife. It's a Camillus, New York. Once I get it cleaned up a little bit, we'll figure out. It says Camillus, New York. It's a short line. I have to look it up and see what it is. Main blade's not in too bad a shape. Been whittled on a little bit, but mostly still there. The can opener, still there. Nice long screwdriver. A little worn off on the edge, but not too bad. Still have great snap. And that is, I don't see, oh, there it is. There is a punch blade. It's hidden behind the main blade. And I'm not going to rip my nails off. I'm sorry, I hope I wasn't out of frame too bad. But it's kind of, there we go. And this will be a good segue into like part 2 of this video. But the punch blade's in great shape. Okay, so that's this Camillus Boy Scout knife. Has the emblem on there. Hopefully you can see that. And then there was this knife here. I'll have to look it up and see who made it. It looks like 2 B's back to back with a blade or sword down in it. It's a Damascus knife, wood handles, got a lanyard tube. I'll do a little research to see what that is, but I'm just planning on cleaning this one up a little bit. Here's another little fixed blade. This is Birmingham, Germany, something like that. But a sweet little fixed blade. They're Bingham's finest steel. It's a beautiful little knife, and we'll get this one cleaned up for him. And it has this beautiful sheath with it. It's probably not the highest quality. Yeah, but see, like he's asking 50 bucks for that. In this condition, is it worth it? I don't know, but we'll clean it up for him, and he may be able to get that price that he's asking. But that brings me to this knife, which I may talk to him about this one myself. This is a Remington Barlow. The main blade has been whittled on a bit, but it is the Remington UMC. tang stamp on there. Still has some snap. He's cleaned up. This little blade, not hurt a bit. Also has the circle Remington tang stamp on it. But bone handles, this has some rust on it on the outside, but I think this is going to clean up and be absolutely gorgeous. I may have to talk to him about that one myself. But I'm going to clean these 4 knives up for him. Just kind of a, you know, and like I said, I told him I came out the better on that deal, and I didn't want to really kind of take advantage of him. But that leads me to this knife. Well, I'm going to put that one aside, and I'll use this knife here. A couple weeks ago, Kevin, the knife doctor, made the discovery of the shield or the badge on here, and he discovered that it was called an escutcheon. And when I do the video, I'm going to post over here somewhere, you know, the definition of the escutcheon, which is a shield or emblem. It can be a coat of arms. It can be the metal plate around a keyhole. There's many applications for the name escutcheon, but that was one of the ones that he talked about. It's on my list of different, you know, common names that we have for different parts of the knives. Here's another example of an item on a knife that's most people refer to this as a bail, but in the old books and catalogs that I have, this has a different name, and it has a couple of different names, but it has a different name than a bail. They call it a shackle. And in multiple descriptions of this shackle, they say it's for hooking to a chain. And they actually show in one of the pictures that I'm going to post right over there, a chain hooked onto the shackle. And everything else is pretty straightforward. You know, the can openers and the blade and the screwdriver bottle opener. But that takes me to this guy. And everybody knows this as a punch blade or awl. And what I have seen in these old catalogs, that yes, this is a punch, but they call it a leather punch, and they describe it as a tool for making holes in leather that you can run your cordage through. And this is a great example. This is a Ulster old-timer Boy Scout knife, and it's in mint condition. And this is a great example of the awl because that has a great edge on it. You don't want it sharpened like a knife. It's sharpened more like a scissor. I don't know if you can catch that edge in this lighting or not, but you want to have a nice sharp leading edge. It's kind of like a scissor grind on it. And it was the purpose was for making holes in leather so you could stitch it together. And I thought that was very, very cool. So that's just some knife nomenclature that I come across. And here's another one. I'll use this little knife right here. The pommel, or it's P-U-M-M-E-L, or pommel, P-O-M-M-E-L. And if you look at it, it says it's a decorative part of a sword or the end cap of a knife. But the word pommel also refers to strike or hit, as in another use for that knife is to pummel someone with this blunt end. If you didn't want to stab them, you could inflict punishment by pummeling them with the pommel of the knife. Also thought that was pretty interesting little tidbit on the knives. And but that's kind of it. I don't want to go too in depth, but I'm going to post some of those pictures out of those old catalogs, and I'll put them over here and share that information. I just found them really, really interesting to read some of that stuff and the different names and uses for some of these pieces and parts that we commonly talk about today. So there you go, guys. This is like just a quick little history lesson on knives, and these I'll do another video or add to this one showing these cleaned up over the next couple of days, and that's going to wrap it up for today. So please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and above all, have a beautiful day. Okay, everybody, jumping back in here. I wanted to look up this little Barlow that I'm going to clean up for this fellow. And this is the tang stamp right here that's on this knife. It's the Remington UMC. It says made in on this side and USA on that side. So that's the tang stamp. And on the back of here you have a model number. So I went over here to the next page. This is RB44, and this is the Barlows. And you go to RB44. There's brown bone right there in mint condition. It was $165 back when this book was made. And then there's the white bone, and I have to assume that this is just some dirty white bone. Like I said, this blade is supposed to look like that. It's supposed to have a belly in it. It's been sharpened down, but for as old as this is, these knives were made. Let's see, where was the date on here? I'm sorry. I kind of lost it. I think it was like 1944, I believe, or before. So, oh, I know where they saw that. Hold on, I'm going to pause. Okay, here it is right here, the Remington UMC 1919 through 1940. So for this knife to have survived that long, we still have that much blade. I mean, that's still a blade. So I think she's in pretty decent shape. That was just a little recap. Again, I'll have some more information to share with you up here in the corner of this video.